guys, I really wanted to make a video on the new Pokemon that was revealed yesterday, April 6th. And when you see the Pokemon, you immediately think Mew and Mewtwo, and I just want to throw my 2 cents out there. I do not like making opinion pieces, but I figured since everyone else is doing it, and I really want to get my opinion out there, because I want to say I told you so, I am doing a short video on the new Pokemon. An official artwork asks, who is this new Pokemon? Alright, let's go off of what I do know. They're calling it a new Pokemon, so it's not a new form of Mewtwo, and it's not a new form of Mew. And I'm gonna attack the idea of there being a new form of Mewtwo for obvious reason. And the biggest reason for me is the only Pokemon that really get new forms are legendary Pokemon, like Landorus, Thundurus, and Tornadus. They got new form. Giratina got a new form. Kalido got a second form. Deoxys got other forms. And you ask, why can't Mewtwo get a second form? That's because Mewtwo is not surrounded by legends. There's no legends in Mewtwo's backstory. Yes, Mewtwo has legendary status, but has very little to do with the creation myth itself, which the other Pokemon that get different forms get. Though it has a connection to Mew, but Mewtwo is not Mew. Mewtwo is not an origin Pokemon. It is a Pokemon that was created in a lab. Okay, so now that I've stated that, so this new Pokemon looks like Mew and Mewtwo. When I look at it, I see the aerodynamics, and I see, things that to me makes it look fast. And no doubt in my mind, it's going to be just as terrifying as Mewtwo is when you see a Mewtwo in a battle. Do not imagine battling one. Sounds really fun, but it is what it is. I don't like using legendary. I don't like finding people who use legendaries. That's just my little thing there. Be creative. And so I kind of want to talk about Mewtwo. Mewtwo is a clone of Mew, and when I see this new Pokemon, it looks like another clone of Mew, and not a clone of Mewtwo, though that is perfectly possible to do a clone of a clone, especially since in Pokemon, instead of cloning something and having it to be slightly worse than the original, it's actually much better. Mewtwo is way more powerful than Mew. And so it is possible this could be a clone of Mewtwo, but it also could be a clone of Mew. And I look at it, I see the little, looks like an airfoil thing. Looks like it could be a clone of Mewtwo when looking at Mewtwo's ears. And the tail-like head thing. Mewtwo has what looks like a separated spinal cord going from his head to his back. So this could be could be a Mewtwo clone. I want to say it's Mew clone, just because in my head I came up with a pretty good rationalization about it. Mewtwo is named Mewtwo. I want to call this one Mew1. Yes, that sounds ridiculous. This is why I call it Mew1. Mew, then Mewtwo. Mew being the original, and then Mewtwo being the second. Well, I want to call this Mew1 because when you look at this, it could be a prototype of Mewtwo. And considering that something is a even more perfect clone of Mewtwo, it's terrifying. Mewtwo already has ridiculous stats already. It has speed over 130, and its special attack is 154, and the total base stat 680. That's ridiculous as it is. And then to see this Pokemon pop up, Mewtwo does not need a second form. The few things better than Mewtwo in terms of speed, and speed is, Crobat, Jolteon, and Aerodactyl match the speed Electrode, Excelgor, Ninjask are faster with the Deoxys is a faster, which that's not much. And then for total stat, Mewtwo is is third on the list behind the alternate forms of Kyurem, Black and White Kyurem, and then Arceus. Mewtwo is, I mean, the Reshiram and Zekrom 20 more points on the total base stat when they get the alternate form. To give that to Mewtwo also, I really don't think Mewtwo needs the second form, and I really don't think this is an evolution. I really don't think it's a pre-evolution. Mewtwo was created in a lab, and so I want to say this Pokemon was created in a lab, either cloned from Mewtwo or cloned from Mew. If it's cloned from Mewtwo, I'd call it Mew 3. If it's cloned from Mew, I'd call it Mew 1. Mew is Mew 0. This new Pokemon being Mew 1, being a prototype for the later creation of Mew 2, and Mewtwo being Mewtwo. Or if this is a clone of Mewtwo, the new Pokemon would be Mew 3, but only if it's a new clone. I don't know. It's just I'm guessing, seeing with the names. As for what it could be, I can see this Pokemon stats being focused a little bit more on speed and maybe a little bit more strength. I mean, physical attack, because it has those bigger hands for the relative size of the body. So just heavier hits than Mewtwo, and so this is just my predictions, and I really don't want to make too many of them. I'm a wait and see type of guy. Pokemon X and Y. People ask me, "Oh, did you pre-order a game?" Pre-ordering has been out. Able to pre-order pretty much the game almost every country for months now, and I see Pokemon X and Y, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna pre-order a game until I know something about it. I mean, those version exclusives and other, and I can't pick a starter yet because they're gonna they're gonna evolve, and there's always the chance of dual typing, and frankly, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna commit to a starter yet based upon appearance alone. If I was gonna do it, I'd go with Chespin, because it seems like it might be a grass ground type, which is pretty cool. I mean, we don't exactly need another. Would say we already have one of those in Torterra, but Chespin seems like it's more lighter weights. It's gonna be faster and maybe a little bit more offensive because of speed than Torterra. And anyway, but this is just my little prediction based on this new Pokemon revealed. Um, I'm excited to see how it go, what they do with it, and how they want to explain this in the lore and whatnot. But yeah, Pokemon. All right. Thanks for listening. I'm always interested in subscribers. Give me if you wanna comment. I'm open to comments. Nothing too. I'm open to comments and like, dislike. It's all fine. So yeah. Well, thanks for listening.